Angels Care Home Health, serving Hayes and the surrounding areas, is a Medicare-certified home health agency providing quality skilled nursing and restorative therapy services to patients in their homes.
They're polite. I mean, they just take the time for you.
Angels Care is there to help 24 hours a day, and all services are covered 100% by Medicare for patients who are eligible.
I like the Angels for what they've done for me.
Angels Care Home Health. We serve patients.
Eagle Community Television presents Community Connection with your host, Mike Cooper.
Hello and welcome again to Community Connection from Eagle Community Television. Thanks for watching, and thanks as always to the producer and editor of our series, Jeff Durall. We're at the Hayes Recreation Commission, located at about 12th and Canterbury, with the director, Roger Bixenman, as we talk about the numbers from the Hayes Aquatic Park and also take a look at the new fitness facility, which is now under construction. Let's start with the aquatic park, if we could, Roger. Give us a recap on numbers, the season, and such.
I sure will. We had a pretty good season. We had 79 days where we opened full days or partial days. Partial days, I mean whether we opened late, because sometimes if the weather wasn't appropriate at noon, we'd try to open at 2:30, so we had a few days like that. We also closed early a few days just because of weather that moved in once we opened. But we had about 655 patrons per day for a total of 51,756 attend Aquatic Park. And then we also had 279 swim lesson participants, 1,247 in our aqua exercise program that attended throughout the summer. And then Wilson Pool, we had 3,810 participants enjoy the Wilson Pool. It was open 66 days, which was about 57 patrons per day. So again, had a great summer. Weather cooperated very well. August, for some reason, we had decent weather in August, but our numbers were down a little bit in August. I believe our last day that we were open was August the 16th. But that's always a challenge as we get into August with kids going back to school and all of our help leaving. But Grant Lacey, our aquatics director, and his staff did a wonderful job and keep the facility, since it's been open since 2001, just looking new. So.
Well, and a lot of those people, I think, probably put off vacations till August, so they're out of town to an extent. But a couple of numbers you mentioned there, Roger. 3,000 people using Wilson. Very, very strong participation by the community. And talk about numbers, 59,000 at the aquatic park. Boy, that's entertaining a lot of people over the summer, Roger.
Exactly. It was a little bit less than that. It's 51,756, but with all the other programs included, it totaled about 59,000. So, but yeah, people are still going down there, and you know, even with other, even the smaller communities updating their pools and some of the larger aquatic facilities opening, like in Salina, we still draw a lot of people from out of town as well.
No maintenance issues then to worry about?
Just some minor things that happen every year, and Grant does a great job of handling those things. He knows the pool in and out, and with the city's help too, but mostly Grant takes care of everything. And you know, a few minor pumps that went out, but was able to replace those and didn't really require us to be shut down any time. So,
any kind of changes coming that we might look forward to the new swim season coming next year in 2017, Roger?
You know, I don't foresee. Of course, we meet with the City Commission at our joint meeting, usually at the end of November, first part of December. We visit with them about admission prices and season passes and updates for any capital improvement projects. But right now, I mean, we'll probably talk about that with our board and as we move forward for 2017.
Let's talk about some fall programs, always a big book full of those, and as this program, Community Connection, will be shown during the coming week, the book will be in the hands of most of the patrons, right?
That will. Our fall and winter brochure comes out, and it will come out Friday, September the 9th, and so our online registration through our webpage will start that day. And then our online registration will start that following Monday, September the 12th. So we're always busy that Monday. A lot of people get the books in mail, and it goes out to all Ellis County residents. So if you don't receive a book for some reason, give our office a call and we can get you some information. But have a lot of different programs from 0 to 99 for all ages, and you know, whether it's a leisure program, a sports program, a wellness program, you know, we have a little bit of something for everybody. So.
Now, talk about online registration at the website.
You have to set up a household. It's pretty easy to do. If you go to our website at hayesrec.org, there's a computer screen listed there, and you just click on it, and it'll take you step by step to register through that. So you have the convenience of just registering for the programs at your house or at work or wherever you'd like to do that at.
Now, what about notifications from the Rec Commission? I know this has been a big part of your notification on pool opening and closing at the aquatic park with weather conditions and such. Talk about the notification issue.
Sure will. Total Notify, we've been using it for quite a while now. We send out alerts either via text messages, emails, or phone messages, and it will go, you can sign up through that also on our webpage, and it's really easy to do, and like I said, you'll get notification if there's any changes. You mentioned like the aquatic park this summer, if we open later or closed early, we send a text message out or a phone message out. Same thing with postponements or cancellations of ball games or practices, we can utilize that as well.
The next item of business is the facility just behind us here that's under construction, the new fitness facility. Tell us about that, Roger, and what's going to be included.
Well, they started construction, gosh, this is August. They started it way back in probably March, April, somewhere around there. And things are progressing nicely. Of course, the wet weather we've had this summer and early fall here has kind of delayed things a little bit, but they're still fairly well on schedule. It's about a 13,000 square foot facility. As you can see behind us, that's the front entrance of the building, or the south side of the building. And as you enter, you'll enter, and there'll be a centralized location to check in. To our right, viewers left, I guess, would be our aerobics room. And then at the end of that, towards the west end of the building, we have a separate yoga room. And then on the other side, towards the south end of the building, we have a separated cardio area, which is about the same size as what we have currently, and the weight area, which again we're doubling our size there over on the east side of it. And so the weights will be separated from the cardio. And then of course, to our left on the east end of the building here in the front is the locker room facility, and we'll have a larger locker room facility with some office space for staff. So.
It's going to be all-inclusive, sounds like.
It will be, and it's scheduled to hopefully be open sometime the end of January, first part of February is our target date for our grand opening.
How does it work? Memberships to the facility?
Yep, our memberships will stay the same as of right now of what we currently offer. For an individual, it's $32 a month, or you can buy a 3-month, 6-month, or a year membership. Family memberships are right at $59, I believe. And then again, 3, 6, or a year. If you sign up longer, obviously the rates get a little bit cheaper for you. But it is very reasonable, and we'll look to probably start pushing the memberships towards the end of this year.
So membership is all-inclusive then? You can use any of the facility then?
Everything, the aerobics classes are a little bit separate. If you are a member, you get a discounted rate on the aerobics classes. But it's still very reasonable. Right now we offer it for $2 or $3 a class, or you can buy a punch card for $20 and that gets you 12 entries into that. But a member would buy that for $10, would be half the price.
Are you planning it for all ages, Roger?
14 and up is what we currently offer, and so it'll be for 14. Just anybody younger than that really needs some supervision, and so we decided a couple years ago we were 16 and dropped it down to 14.
What about contractors for the project? Were you able to use some local folks?
Yes, we were. Our general contractor was Paul Wertenberger out of Hayes, and then of course there's some subcontractors that are local too. A few from around the area, but most of them are local, yes.
What about the overall facility itself? Is it going to be offering some things that maybe you haven't been able to offer in the past?
For sure, especially with our group fitness classes. We will be offering some more classes. We have some room, 2 rooms now, so we're able to offer more classes, plus some more cardio, and just be spread out more so you're not so tightly close together when you're working out.
What about parking area?
Parking, we've added some stalls on the east and west end of the facility, and then you can see right now there'll be some stalls back to where we had them originally. So we will be adding, I can't remember if it's 25 to 30 more stalls here currently. The only bad thing about it, when it was a grass parking lot, when we had big events, people would go in there and park, use that for overflow parking when it was dry enough to park there.
Now, are there gyms included in this new facility, Roger?
No gyms, but it will free up our existing gym from group fitness classes, so we'll be able to utilize that more for what it was intended for originally. Plus, our current facility will be used for our leisure programming area, so Gail and Haley will move back there and do their youth, adult, and senior leisure programming back there.
So you've still got that space that'll be available.
Correct.
Because the other events will be transferred to the new facility.
That is correct, and it'll help us in 3 phases with the sports, the leisure, and the wellness.
What about the facility? What are you going to call it?
Well, we haven't decided that yet. That's still a work in progress. So I got some suggestions from you guys early on, so we may just have to do
Well, don't take that too closely to heart, Roger.
But we're still thinking about that, and we'll get that decided here before too long.
Sounds good. We'll be looking for the information. Well, tell us about some other Hayes recreation news and other events coming up that stand out.
Sure. We have a punt, pass, and kick competition coming out. It's for ages 5 through 16. It's always a fun event. We do it at the Bixenman Sports Complex at the Next Tech Wireless Fields. We have our fall co-ed softball and men's softball leagues coming up. Co-ed volleyball and adult volleyball starting here in the middle of September. All of our group fitness classes we still are offering, and if you need more information, you can always visit our website. Just have a lot of variety of different things coming up. It's hard to go over all of them because there's so many of them.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's the reason for the book and also the online website then.
You bet. So.
Tell me about, are you doing trunk or treat this year for Halloween?
Last year we discontinued that. I'm trying to think, Gail decided to do something different, but I can't remember what it is actually.
She's got some new ideas
in
mind then.
She's always got her mind of thinking and creative thinking going on. So.
Well, we'll be looking forward to that. Now, what about website? How do we find you?
You can find us at www.hayesrec.org. If it's Sports Complex has its own website, it's www.hayesportscomplex.com. You can call us at 785-623-2650, or obviously visit us here in person at 1105 Canterbury. We do have a drop box for registrations too, so if you want to drop box a registration, we check that daily. So.
And if you don't get the new fall book?
Make sure you give us a call at the office. We can send one in the mail to you, or you can just stop by here. We have plenty of extras.
And we should mention that you're doing your regular monthly visit with Boomer and Mike on the Eagle Morning Show.
We are. We've had a couple holidays that have hit on Monday, so I haven't made it up there, but I'll be back there in October. So
we'll be looking forward to the news and the information. And once again, that website, Roger?
hayesrec.org.
And we're at the new fitness facility, soon to be named the Hayes Recreation Commission, 12th in Canterbury, with Director Roger Bixenman, our community connection.
Angels Care Home Health, serving Hayes and the surrounding areas, is a Medicare-certified home health agency providing quality skilled nursing and restorative therapy services to patients in their homes.
And the Angel Care nurse comes to see me once a week.
Angels Care is there to help 24 hours a day, and all services are covered 100% by Medicare for patients who are eligible.
Angel Care has helped to stay home.
Angels Care Home Health. We serve patients.